Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Chosen ones, empaths, when you embrace that this narcissist that is involved in your life is governed by an entity that's lower than yourself, a lot lower than yourself. They're governed by the devil, the negative forces, demonic entities, whatever you want to call it. They're governed by low vibrational creatures, right? However you want to view this, right? When you know they're governed by such disgusting things that exist in this realm, but in the unseen realm, right? It doesn't excuse their behavior towards you, but it gives you some clarity on why they are the way they are, right? But you have to understand that the devil or the negative forces mislead the narcissist that was involved in your life. It misleads them, right? Whether they were abusing you in a way, from devaluation to gaslighting, whatever type of abuse that may be, whether it was going on to a new supply and discarding you or reverse discarding you, or even if you cut the narcissist off and then rushing on to a new supply, what you got to understand is in the narcissist imagination at the time when they're carrying out these acts, they feel like it's going to bring them some sort of satisfaction, some sort of glory. They feel like they're gonna feel invigorated. They feel like it's gonna pay them, it's gonna reward them, right? And I'm not saying they're consciously thinking that the devil's going to reward them. Maybe some spiritual narcissists do think like that. I don't really, but most of them, a lot of them are unconscious to God or the universe or the devil, right? So, basically they're doing these actions from their finite minds. We all have finite minds, but from their mindset, they're doing it for their own selfish agendas. They're doing these things. But really, what's actually taking place is the devil is misleading them, presenting them a mirage, thinking that they'll be satisfied and happy of inflicting pain, and yes, for a brief moment, when a narcissist abuses you or causes you pain or cheats on you or runs to a new supply, whatever the case may be, for a brief moment, just a very, very brief moment, they do feel some satisfaction, but that quickly fades and it's followed up with, unhappiness, agony, distress, suffering, grief. You see, they have one-sided expectations. They have these expectations of, okay, if I punish the chosen one and the empath, it's what the narcissist goes on in the narcissist's mind. If I punish them, if I abuse them in a certain way, they feel like they're gonna feel better about themselves, and they get a neurological chemical release. If you want to look at this from a psychological or scientific point of view, they get a neurological chemical release, right? Whether that you want to view that as the devil stimulating them, or you want to view that as, a dopamine rush, or serotonin and all of these neurological chemicals being released in their brain when they carry out an act of, torment or punishment towards the chosen one and the empath, right? Or it's actually, them being pleased by the negative forces that exist in this realm. However you want to view it, it doesn't really matter, right? All you need to know is they do feel some satisfaction from doing these things, but it's very short-lived, it's very brief, and through each of these actions that they do, it actually leads them down a path of misery, right? So much so, like, for example, the narcissist involved in your life, you could have had, you could have been the most loving, caring, empathetic, genuine soul out there, right? Towards them, supported them, helped them in their time of need. And they wanted to repay you with punishment for their own selfish agendas. They ruminated about this. They thought about it. They thought it was the best option for them, and they carry out this deed, and it's led to the separation of yourselves, right? And they didn't really embrace the fact that it may lead to a separation, but even the ones that did, they thought, that's okay. They're fine. They're fine without the chosen one. They're fine without the empath. And once they lose the chosen one, empath, regardless if it was you that cut them off because they become so toxic and unbearable, or they were the one that discarded you or reverse discarded you, all remains the same. They think they can go on in life, without the chosen one and empath, and this is the path of misery that the devil misleads them on, misleads them on, down a path of misery, of upset, of unhappiness, of distress, and their only pick-me-up, so to speak, are, engaging in this type of horrible behavior towards souls, They get a very brief pick-me-up, a neurological chemical release, stimulation from the devil, They're very sadistic creatures. They'll get a brief moment of happiness, and it fades. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It'll take 2 seconds every time. Just like this video showing up for you, help it show up for someone else in the community. Help with the algorithm. Someone in the community may need to hear this video, this information. So it's very short-lived. The happiness they feel or they receive from inflicting whichever type of abuse is very short-lived, and you need to understand, they are governed by these entities. It explains the behavior of what they are. It can give you some clarity to understand why they are this way. Now, I know that many of you, as being empaths like you are and chosen ones like you are, you may feel like, you could help them or pray for them, and you can do all those things if you want to, right? But realistically, these individuals, these narcissists that are involved in your life have more or less submitted themselves to the negative forces and the negative entities, the evil entities of this realm, the devil. They've basically submitted themselves to be in servitude, to carry out those sorts of acts. Whereas the chosen one, an empath, is like a soldier of spreading love and light and peace, to other souls. They're on the total other flip side of the scale, and they want to go around life inflicting torment and hurt and pain and upset, and them embarking on that journey, is the devil misleading them down a very, very lonely, sad path, a very, very sad path, sad existence for them. They do suffer from distress, anxiety, unhappiness, and the only thing that teases their appetite or makes them feel, complete is they have to keep chasing these pick-me-ups, causing someone pain, causing someone upset, cheating on someone, doing these types of things, right? That makes them feel stimulated for a very brief moment. Then they're back to unhappiness, then they're back to distress. So it's a very, horrible road that they're going down. And, they are getting older. They are getting older each year, each day. They are getting older. Karma is racking up a huge debt on their heads. Not like a price on someone's head that someone's going to do them harm or something like that. But, karma is out there. God is out there. The universe is out there. And, they're in servitude to an entity that's lower than themselves, So when God's witnessing them, choosing to side with the negative forces, choosing to side with the evil that exists in this world, they're not of your people. They're not of your tribe, And I know some of these people were your romantic partners and you may have been in love with them and stuff. But realistically, they're just servants of the devil, you know. And they are on a road of misery, you know. They're miserable, you know. And even having the chosen one and the empath, they couldn't be appreciative. They couldn't look within and see the blessing, you know, when they had it, you know. And after they do their terrible deeds towards you, you know, the abuse they put you through, you know, they feel pretty empty afterwards. Realistically, they feel pretty empty because it's all worthless, you know. They get, you know, whatever they do to you, they do some abusive tactic to you from the Narcissistic Handbook, you know, which is devil inspired. They do something towards you, and yeah, they feel a bit of relief, they feel a bit of joy, you know. But then it's so short lived, and they're back to just feeling empty, you know. And they've ruined the best thing that they had in this life, which was you. They've lost you. You know, that's why I always say, you know, if a narcissist, you know, starts doing these things, just let them go, right? Even if they discarded you or reverse discarded you, you know, it doesn't really matter, you know. Once you've seen what they do, just let them go, let them get on with it, because you know, the devil's misled them to a road of misery, you know, on a road of misery, and you don't need to keep them as company, right? And you know what they say, like they say, misery loves company. Yeah, they'll find a new supply. They'll, you know, get with a new supply. They'll do all that because they're miserable creatures and they love company and they can't be alone like an empath and a chosen one can. Empath and chosen one can be alone, can be close with God, can be close with the universe or their spiritual beliefs, you know, praying or meditating or doing these things until the time's right where they meet someone genuine and pure and authentic and kind and loving and generous and all of that, right? Chosen one empath can do that. They can't do that, you know. So they'll be with a new supply, trying to inflict pain, trying to inflict punishment. Be doing the same repeat cycle again, you know what I'm saying? So you're blessed to be free from that. You're honestly blessed to be free from that. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you don't have to, but if you would like to donate to the channel or contribute or support to the channel, you can always find the link in the description box. I've got another YouTube channel. It's Zion Spiritual, it's called. The link for that is also in the description box. I've uploaded a few videos today, and I'm gonna start. There is some spiritual stuff on the channel. You know, there is this more spiritual side of the narcissism. But I've uploaded a few videos today. You know, on the spiritual nature of narcissism and stuff. So that's what I'm going to tend to do. I'm going to focus more on the spiritual side of narcissism on that channel, you know, and that's what I'm going to aim to do. So if you want to check that out, please check out the page. If you like it, subscribe, you know. And there's a few things I want to bring to your attention before I draw the video to a close. I've launched a new free community forum on the membership website. It's open for everyone to use to build, expand and connect with fellow survivors. Looking at the longevity of the forum, as I should have created one when I first launched the membership site. I'm also running one-to-one sessions. If you want tailor-made advice and me to shed some light on your issues, you can always reach out. The empath group meeting is coming up on the 28th, and there's a WhatsApp and Telegram group created for survivors to stay in touch. Lastly, if you want to plan crisis email support and a plan of action, the links for all I mentioned are in the description box below. And if you would like to know more about the narcissist cut you off but it's driving them crazy, click this video here. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.